It's not going to be.
It's real. It's real. It's real. I'm not being mean. That was definitely filmed and shot on the South Bank.
Oh, filmed and shot. Filmed and shot.
We're talking to these two in just a moment.
Yeah.
First, though, competition time. We've only got till Friday to enter. We've got a lovely prize. Josie is on.
Yes, good luck. Thanks, Josie. Now, who would play you in a TV series based on your life? Go on, tell
I don't
me
think there's anybody.
George Clooney, Brad Pitt.
One or other of them.
Haven't got the muscles for it, right?
Not quite, no.
No.
Big question, but we think Alan Carr got it just about spot on.
Hello, I'm Alan Carr, and believe it or not, there was a time before I was a national treasure. Didn't the 80s drag? Has anyone checked it actually was a decade, because it felt a lot longer? And don't get me started on the mid-80s, when puberty came along, punched me in the face, left me with the eyesight of a mole and the voice of an elderly lady.
Hi, Mrs. Hudson.
And they said I'd grow into the teeth.
Oh, hello, Alan.
Is Charlie in?
He's not, I'm afraid, no.
Oh. Well, did he mention the murder she wrote VHS I lent him?
If I find it, I'll drop it over.
Corned Beef and Carnage. It's the one where the actual murderer is Jessica Fletcher's own niece.
Good to know. I won't need to watch it now. Bye.
Ooh.
It's so good.
That was
so
a little look at
good.
Changing Ends, starring fantastic Oliver Savell as the young Alan Carr, along with Alan as well, who appears in it. They're both here. It's going to be on ITV1 tonight, isn't it?
Yes.
It's already been on ITVX.
Yes.
If you've watched the series,
Yeah.
you can watch the whole thing. But it's coming to ITV1.
Yeah, 8:30 tonight.
Lovely to have you both here, Ollie. Lovely to meet you as well. You have just done the most extraordinary job. Before we get into how you become Alan, I wonder how you feel, Alan, because, of course, this is your life you're writing about. It's your life experiences and everybody watching and you as a kid in the 80s.
I know, it was so personal to write it as well. And I know everyone thinks, oh, you know, I'm full of beans and so confident, but sitting in that writer's room where I wrote it and the actors are finally saying all the lines, and it was, yeah, my heart was thumping. I was feeling sick and everything. But I'm just so pleased because, you know, it's so personal. If people didn't like it, they didn't like me. You know, I know they slag off shows that I've been on, other ones, but this one is so personal.
Yes.
It's me. They don't like me.
But
how can they not like me?
But the reviews, Alan, have been absolutely incredible. When they came in, you must have been so pleased.
The Guardian said I was clever. They've never said
You
I've been
are.
clever.
You are. Because the thing is, when you watch it, and you were saying to me, you will absolutely love this show. And I was like, I think I'm really going to... It's heartfelt, it's funny, it's real. To me, it reminded me a little bit of Adrian Mole that I used to watch when I was a kid too.
And it's that lovely dose of nostalgia as well and everything.
Down to the telephone and the file of
Well, he
fax.
didn't know what any of these... I was explaining to him what a fax was. I said, you know now when you text, you used to put a bit of paper, put the code in, go... and then someone would get it 4 days later.
Did he just look at you as though you were mad?
I know. It was like I was a dinosaur.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. You're absolutely right. Don't try and make sense of it, Ollie.
No.
Now, one of the reasons it's such an amazing show is because you found the perfect mini Alan.
Yeah.
Little Alan, played by Ollie here, is just... there you go. He's just like Alan as well, isn't he? What did you know of Alan Carr before you got the audition?
Oh, well, I mean, I'd seen him in, like, interviews and his, like, chat shows and everything.
Were you a fan?
Yeah, I was, actually.
Did you name a cat after him?
No, oh, my God, no. It was
Cat
before...
is called Alan.
Yeah, it is called Alan, yeah. But it was like, we sort of... we just done the taster.
Yeah.
We got the cat. We were thinking of names to call it. And then... like, my mum said, oh, why not Alan, as, like, a joke?
Yeah.
And then it was like...
A joke?
No. And then it was like, oh, no, it actually really worked.
And it fits. You've got a cat called Alan.
The cat does look like an Alan.
Does it?
Suits
It
it,
does.
yeah.
So how did you prep for the audition? Because I know that... Didn't you put it out on Instagram? You were looking and looking.
Well,
You
we were
had
live on G&B, I think, when you first mentioned
Yes.
it. And you were inundated.
450 people.
450, and
Audition.
some of them were so heartwarming, some of them were just downright offensive. I don't want to see a kid in a fat suit, basically. But but they were like... But, you know, we wrote the scripts, And ITV were loving the scripts. They said, but, you know, if you can't find a young Alan, it's not worth you writing it. So we did, and it was like a movie. We went through 450, and he was in the last batch, and he came in and he gave such an intelligent, it wasn't, all right, my name's Alan. It was like proper, like, you know, a bit nuanced.
Subtle.
Subtle, you know me, subtle. And as soon as he went out the door, we just all did a jump for joy when we've got him. We have got him.
So, Ollie, how do you do it? How do you become Alan? Where do you start?
Well, it's like the teeth really help because it sort of helps you get into character.
Which you never grew into.
Can I just say, it is a bit insulting when I'm on set and I can hear, comedy teeth for Ollie. Can you get the comedy teeth? I'm like, yeah, well, you can take yours out.
So, go on, you start with the teeth.
And then it's sort of like, well, it can't be, because obviously Alan's 11. So he wouldn't sound like he does now.
No.
He'd sound different.
Yeah.
So I sort of had to bring myself into the role a little bit. And obviously, like, still sound like him, but, like, sort of bring myself into it. So I sort of... I don't know how to describe it, but I just...
Was there vowels particularly you'd lean on?
Yeah, I had a dialect coach and he said Alan sort of spits out his words.
Oh.
Like...
Did they?
Like, not like...
Well, she won't be working on series 2.
So, God, can you give us... How do you do it? Is it easy for me to say or is it hard for me to say? Can you give us a little Alan?
Well, I mean, I can like...
Give us a go. Just,
Go on, do it, love.
What do you want me to say?
No, because sometimes I'm sitting there on the set and he will struggle with, and I'll go, microwave.
Oh, is that the word to get you into it?
That's how it is,
Because sometimes he can't get it right, so I'm like, microwave.
And you sing it a little bit as well.
Yeah, it's sort of like, it's really hard to describe.
The thing is, I think my voice is quite like an old lady's as well, so it's got a lot to deal with.
A lot to deal. And having you on set as well, I like... If I was putting myself in your position, Ollie, that would be really difficult to have somebody on set that you're trying to do the little version of as well. That must be really difficult.
Yeah, because I guess it's one of those things that could, like, go wrong.
Yeah.
Because you could, like,
Good job I've got a thick
wrong.
skin, isn't it?
But was it also for you, because there are moments in there where, as are in all the best comedies, where you laugh out loud, and then you also get
really emotional.
An achy heart sometimes too. There must have been moments like that for
The
you.
bit in when you're talking about the final scene in episode 6, I did burst into tears because it was just a bit too close to home, and his performance was just so magical. And then I was like, well, I'm getting choked up now, but I was like, oh, can you just give me a few minutes, because it was just... Yeah, it was just magical, and it just brought back a lot of stuff. And you know, when they asked me to write it, I wanted it to be pre-Watershed, because I want, if anyone's at school getting bullied or having a tough time, I want them to sit with their mum and dads and go, oh, I'm a bit different, my voice is a bit like this. You know, I don't feel like I'm like other people. So at least they can watch it and, you know, it can help them a bit, you know. And no, it does turn out all right.
Yeah.
Look, we're on this morning.
What do your mum and dad make of it?
Oh, they love it. They love it.
Amazing.
Yeah, they really love it. And I was so worried, you know, about how they were going to take it. But it's a lovely show, isn't it?
Yeah.
The end of the series is really emotional.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
The last one of the series. So series 2 is in the can.
Yeah, where do we go on the next bit?
Yeah, I think that's coming on ITVX in July or August, and so and just a joy to write and stuff. But we carry on the whole story, and also. What would you say about this one, this next series? Is...
Well, I mean, I think gradually, as the seasons go on, he's, like, finding himself a little bit more. He's, like, discovering, like, new things about himself.
Yeah,
and
George Michael.
Yeah?
Those are the pop stars of the 80s.
Yeah.
And what about your mates then, Ollie? What have they made of you doing this big series that's been such a massive hit?
Yeah, I mean, like, they like it. When season 1 came out on ITVX, we, like, invited some of my friends and, like, some family and, like, watched it. It was, like, a little bit of a screening.
Lovely.
And, yeah, everyone really enjoyed it.
Well, we have loved it.
Yeah, we did.
Really, really loved it, as has Buddy,
Really.
clearly. very content between the two of you now. I gave Ollie some biscuits and that didn't go quite so well.
We thought it was going to be a disaster.
Start taking a bit of biscuits.
Oh, dear.
That will keep everyone happy. Lovely to see you both. Thank you for coming
Thanks,
in.
Alan. Thanks, Ollie. Brilliant.
And it starts on ITV1
Tonight.
8:30.
8:30. And then the new series, ITVX, will be July.
July, August, yeah.
You're going to love it. He's all right. You'll be... Where's Alan the cat when you need him?
Yeah, where is he?
Right then.
Look, you can eat your dinner off this.
Somebody tells me that's not true. We'll see you in a bit.